subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints of rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you... Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all, peak flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we're giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets? That's a close encounter of what kind?
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New Orleans Saints. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
No. 319. 50. Here we go.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Pushes him over. Wiggles free. There's another truck. And some space here. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. On second down, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Right back to him on first down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now here's Mahomes. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go. Fourth down, Mahomes. Looking for Campbell downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
319. Let's go. We got this. Hey, 88. Go.
On first down, Rodgers. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
Mike 50. Okay, over here. Go. Switch.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. It's caught by Sanders. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there at 22.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Check 56. I got
They'll run it with Kamara. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after one. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they come up now, second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. What's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. And nothing but daylight ahead. And at the end of it, he stripped. Ball comes loose. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins. His 4th touchdown on the year as they are now first half. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. From the gun, it's Mahomes eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They go play fake. Mahomes being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yellow, yellow. There's a blue lady.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 22.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Mahomes hit, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they looked really good. They jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap. And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain. Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's Kamara off the draw. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
319. 50 to 50.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. It's caught inside the 25. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Check back 21, Mike 21, check back 21. Down stop. Check back 21.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
43's the mark, boy. 43. Check, 43. It's going to be a long...
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
43's the mic. Let's go, dude. Let's go.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing...
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 57 yards.
Easy. Check Mike 21. Hey, rip Mike 21. All day. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Pick it up. Alpha.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, no, it takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
47 to Mike, 47.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Space to run past the 20. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes going to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd and 3. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get this. Go.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with the defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
This has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now this time Rodgers will throw. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Saints 23, Chiefs 18.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Back to the NFL scoreboard for his 3rd quarter in Indy. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Here's Mahomes to throw, and this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
he would have
Hayes?
kissed it on the ground.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Jump out! Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Rodgers now to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. He's got him in. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd and Baltimore. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Green 18. I got you, son. I got you, son.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Kamara trying to run for it, but he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Running with Kamara. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Mahomes to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 47 yards. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They come out here in the eye. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Gurley. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Todd Gurley with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Rodgers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Chiefs, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.